Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, and today I want to share with you this fantastic piece, the Sumo PADI SBDC049. Now this piece is awesome. It's legendary. It's one of 1,000 and just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watch. I'm just going to get this box out of the way so we can see it clearly, and we can have Canada not be masked up, just so that you know. Incidentally, if anyone is wondering, I'm into anime a little bit, and this is Canada from the anime stroke manga movie Akira. So yeah, I like to have him in the background there, adds to the ambiance. But anyway, let's get back to the sharing. It's more of a sharing than a review, because I have a little bit of a story with this piece. But just take a look at this, guys. The polishing, finishing, and the brushing finishing on this is superb. It just works together. Now, Seikosumo is one of those legendary pieces where, you know, it looks like it may not fit if you have a smaller wrist, but well, I've got a 7¼ wrist, so my wrist is by no means one of the smaller wrists. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. So there you go. That's it on my 7¾ wrist. It feels amazing, guys. And if you have a smaller wrist, you can get away with this. There are guys with way smaller wrists than mine, in the 6 mark, that still wear this and get away with it. It just has that presence, that way it just slopes, just hugs the wrist, you know. Feels amazing, looks absolutely amazing, and is a really, really nice addition to the collection, guys. Now let's just get some dimensions out of the way, and I'll fill you in on how I got this piece. So it is the SBDC049 Sumo PADI, as we have mentioned earlier. Lug to lug is 52.5 mil. The case size is 45 millimeters. Height is around the 14 mil mark, and the bracelet is a 20 mil bracelet, tapering down to, I would say, around about the 1918 mark, with a clasp going back up to the 20 mil mark. There's been a lot of bad press with regards to the bracelet, the standard Sumo bracelet. I like it. I like the fact that I can wear it. It doesn't pinch me. It doesn't feel too flimsy. I mean, you know, it's not, you know, the absolute top shelf, but it's definitely by no means a cheap bracelet, and it suits the watch perfectly. I think it suits the Sumo, and I have a couple of Sumos. I have the Thanos as well, but that will be for another video. And I feel that it suits the watch perfectly. I wouldn't change it. In the summertime, I like to change my bracelets for rubber straps. You know, just for comfort. When you're sweating, it gets a bit warm. The rubber strap is a little bit better. But I tend to find if I wear the bracelet on the looser side, it works really well. You know, you get the right amount of air through the bracelet, between the bracelet and your wrist, and it works. So I haven't put a rubber strap on one of my watches for a while, and I don't think I'll be doing it on this beautiful Sumo PADI. Look at the way the red splashes on the minute and second hand there, as well as the chapter ring. Just add that. It's like a little bit of seasoning to a lovely meal, if you will. I just love it. I think it really works really well. I do like all of the Sumos. The yellow Sumo would be one of those hen's tooth pieces that, you know, if I could grab one, I would. But they're expensive. They're really expensive now. Talking of expense, so when this came out, it was roughly around the 600-ish mark a few years ago. Upwards of around the late 8s to 1,000 mark. Today, guys, I have seen this watch online for $1,800. Now, I love Seiko, I love the Sumo, I love the limited editions, but $1,800, and it was upwards, it was above 1,800, I think 1,887 or something like that, on a specific website, Japanese website, online. I wouldn't pay that for this, guys. I would wait until one came up secondhand, because usually the collectors who have these pieces keep them really well. I mean, if you look at this, there isn't a blemish on it. I mean, look at the clasp. There is nothing on this, guys. It is immense. I love it. Why Seiko didn't add the sign crown, I don't know. Why they didn't add crystal to this, sapphire crystal, because it's hardlex, I don't know. But even without those, it's beautiful, you know. Bezel, yep, it's a little bit tinny, but you know, it's not the worst. You know, it lines up okay-ish. It's not a deal breaker. If you have one of these in your collection, guys, definitely keep them, you know. These are really fine pieces to have. As I said, the finish is just superb. You know, let me just polish that up a little bit for you there, and you can see, you know, look at that. That finish is beautiful. And as I said, guys, this is one of 1,000, so a real limited edition. Now, here's a little bit I want to share with you. So when I first saw this watch, and I first, you know, got that need to have feeling, it was a good friend of mine, Rob, who had showcased the watch after Bruce, his friend, had showcased it. You can go back and I'll put a link to both their videos down in the comments. I saw those videos and I needed this watch, guys. I just, you know, you guys out there who are collectors will understand. It's like there is nothing else that comes in the way of that need. It doesn't matter what other watch comes online or whatever you see afterwards, you need that one. And I needed this watch, guys. And it was in my shopping online Japan cart for a very, very long time. I was prepared to pay a lot of money for this watch. I was saving up and, you know, selling watches, and I was prepared to get this for, you know, premium money. And then one came up after I'd sold a couple of other pieces, and it was a great price, guys. It was a great price. It was under the 1,000 mark. Obviously secondhand, but you know, in really, really good condition. And I snapped it up, and you know, took delivery of it, took it out the box, you know, set the time, looking at the case back, and I look at the number, and I don't know if you can see that there, guys. If it will focus, it's oh, maybe if I have it the right way up. There you go. You can probably just see that, guys. It's number 249. This watch, it's giving me goose pimples just speaking about it, guys. It really is. This watch is the exact piece that Rob and Bruce showcased. The first piece that I saw in this PADI scheme that just tantalized me. I just needed it. You know, life is funny. Things have a way of making their way to you if it's meant to be, and I would have to say this was meant to be. It made its way to me, and it's in my collection now, guys. It's staying. This is the exact piece that I saw all those years ago that Bruce showcased, and then Rob showcased, and obviously sold on, and I bought it from somebody else, and it's the same one, number 249 of 1,000. I'm honored to have it. Like this, it's like when I saw it, it called to me, and somehow, some way, I was able to get it, this exact piece. So, yep, it's here to stay. I think my videos are going to be more of a sharing more than a review, guys. Most of my watches have a story, and I think most of us collectors can attest to the fact that, you know, getting watches is not just buying and hoarding. Some of them, a lot of them have a story associated to them, what you went through to get them, you know, how they made their way to you, how you found them, you know. They're not necessarily always straightforward, but a story nonetheless. I think with this one because of the way it came to me, and as I said, I saw it, the exact same one, showcased by two completely different people. I didn't know them at the time, and I now have it. I'm compelled to keep it. Compelled. Guys, you know the Seiko has great loom. Let me give you a loom shot of this fantastic piece before we head out. And there we have it. Look at that. I mean, why would you sell this? Goodness, that is such a fantastic watch. Wow. Well, guys, as I said, it's not really a review, it's just a share. I thought I'd add this. You know, sunburst dial, so beautiful. I mean, in the sun, it shimmers and changes, and it works with the blue around the chapter, and the blue around the insert, the polished pieces against the brush pieces. It's Seiko magic. I'm gonna call it Seiko magic. There you go. This is Seiko magic. So guys, that's it from me. Until next time, wear your timepieces in the best of health. Take care.